the heck? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I did the proverbial, have you tried turning it off and on again? Wow. So I did it correctly, right? But my mic, for whatever reason, decided that it wanted to, like, disconnect. So, hey, look at that. Great. So I've been going 6 minutes in dead silence. Oh, thanks, Merlin. Thanks for the heads up. So, yeah, I guess I get to answer the question again. Yes. I'm finally getting to do a full broadcast. The freelance work, I think, is done. That's why I couldn't hear anything out of the Oops. No, see, no, that was not my fault, though. I mean, I actually did it correctly. I guess I should have not just assumed that when I clicked the button that there's actually work. But, okay. Sorry about that. So, yes, the freelance stuff is done. And it looks like I get to do a full broadcast today. Now, the only exception, the only asterisk to that statement is that there could be a last-minute fire. So I may have to duck away, but I think I'm good. I actually finished up the last of my shots last night, and I had a couple of minor notes this morning, which I managed to knock out and just get back to the game stuff. So, yeah, fingers crossed, man. I think I'm back to this full time again. What I always do is check my volume meter is it's working. Yeah, usually I do that too. I mean, usually I glance over and just see that it's bouncing, but I guess I was like too distracted, too happy the fact that it's like, the freelance work is finished. Yes, I'm all happy. I'm all distracted. Shiny keys. Okay, that's it. I'll just go back later on and redub the first 6 minutes. How about that? I'll just do like a voiceover. I'll lip sync myself. No, I won't. Anyways, Merlin, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you again. So I'm back at this, and I can install Grammarly. No, I can. Yeah, I'm still reading it. Not a problem. So I'm just working on the leaderboard stuff right now, and what I had kind of worked, but unfortunately, using Kombu's default way of extracting the data from leaderboards is missing the ability to read the player's name. So if you're watching, if you look at it, it was coming up just saying player instead of the player name. So I'm going to go back to an older style that I had before, which is winning leaderboard. Do it this way. Kombu manager dot platform load scores. Ooh, got someone at the door. Hear the alarm system going off there. My doggies. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use as my reference. So then we'll say, what do we want? This is leaderboard is number 1. Time scope is going to be for all time, right? And we're going to do, the page is going to be a leaderboard page. So that is determined by up here where I look for the user score and I figure out what page we should start on. So that way we default to the player's page, right? So if he's like in the middle of the mix, I jump to that page rather than jump to the top there. Oh, and as a response on your question, I'm doing good. Finished walking the dog and catching up with my favorite series. Uh-oh, what's the favorite series, man? Clue me in. What is your favorite series? Of course, I got my own, of course, but what do you like, man? What's your show of choice? Leaderboard page. And then we're going to do 10. And then that's all going to go into total wins leaderboard. Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends tomorrow. The shows I used to work on, right? That's funny. Wow. I'm not. Oh no, not wearing my Flash T-shirt today, so I can't show that off. But, well, that's cool. I'm glad you're still enjoying it. Oh, Young Sheldon and 911. Okay, that's a nice range. Wait. So you like Young Sheldon, but not watching The Big Bang Theory? I mean, come on. After all, that's in its last finale, right? You have a Flash T-shirt? Oh wait, I did tell you about that, right? That I worked on the TV show like a year and a half ago. I was working on Flash, Supergirl and Legends tomorrow. That was like, I was doing animation for it. Like, at this point, over a year and a half ago, I guess. And yeah, I got a crew shirt from working on the show. Yeah. So yeah, I have one for Flash and I have one for I have a couple actually for Flash, and then one for Supergirl as well. It's kind of cool, you know. A lot of the VFX houses don't do that kind of thing, but this was Encore, which is a part of Deluxe Studios, so they were pretty cool. They were pretty good about handing out some nice swag, you know. So I got a couple of t-shirts, I got like a duffel bag, that kind of stuff. So that was good. I enjoyed working there. It's just the fact that, you know, because I had to be there in LA meant that I couldn't stay, you know, longer than I did. You know, 6 months was already a bit of a stretch. And I watched a few episodes of The Big Bang, but not something I want to follow the whole series. Yeah. True confession, man. I've watched a few episodes myself, and I've just never clicked with it. You know, I want to like it, but I don't know. It hasn't really worked for me. You know, I got a ton of my fellow geek friends that just love every second of it, but to me, it sort of feels like a geek show written by guys that aren't geeks. You know, that. You know, every now and then they hit something that it rings more true, but a lot of times it's kind of like, yeah, no. At least for me. Let's see. So, oh crap. But then max range is going to be off of that one. Oh, man. Okay. So am I going to, alright, so I got to figure out how to do this since it's going to be different this time. Maybe I can transform it. Maybe I can do it that way. I like the episodes, but it doesn't give me the vibe of a series that I have to watch the next episode for the plot vibe. Oh, that's true. They're definitely, in true sitcom fashion, they're definitely standalones, for sure. Quickly refreshing my browser? Okay. I'll be here. Alright, so let me think if I can maybe... Okay, so let me do it this way. Back. Welcome back. You didn't miss much. Just me kind of looking confused and perplexed by this whole situation. So, my situation is the fact that there's two ways I can grab the information. I can either use Kombu's built-in leaderboard to grab the data, or I can use Unity's iScore. But unfortunately, neither one of them I think is going to give me... I hoped Grammarly would work on Twitch, but no. Grammarly's like, yeah, Twitch is beneath me. I'm not going to bother. Alright, so let me see. Maybe there's... length. Oh, okay, I got length. Good. So I can do this. Okay. Leaderboard. So then should be, oh, and we'll just say 0 name. Oh, come on, I had this before. What the crud? The score user. Oh, it's user. That's it. No, not user ID. Oh, because I put in the wrong thing. Sorry, that's my fault. Winning leaderboard. Length. No. It's an iScore. So why is it doing it differently? Should all go in there. Oh, maybe I should do it this way. Format it. Like such. And it's still doing it like... That's iScore. Okay, so then... Oh, I'm doing it per line. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, I guess that's why I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, I'm just reformatting it on the fly. So in that case, let me come back up here and undo all this crap, because I was definitely going the wrong direction there. Come on. Wow, how much damage did I do here? There he goes. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I can leave that like it is. Let's see. Also, quick heads up: the chat doesn't seem to show up in your overlay. Really? Oh man, what happened there? Chat group. All right, thanks for the warning. I'm trying to figure out now. Source. Cache of current page. Done. All right, let's try this again. Test. Hey, that's weird. I just had to do a refresh on it for some reason. No, it was on top. It was just for whatever reason I had to go to the source and tell it to refresh, and then it brought it back up again. Sorry about that. All right, but yeah, we should be all good now. Thanks, man. Thanks for the heads up on that. I'm just having all kinds of technical difficulties today. Look at that. All right, so let's come back here. Winnings, new leaderboard. Grab that, grab that. That's good. Okay. And then that, we can kill all this. Or is that, is there a checkbox that says refresh cache on active or something? No, it was just, it's a general, I'll show you. Here's my source. And, oh, if I can pull it down. Oh, I can't pull it down here. Hold on. There it goes. Source. There's a refresh cache of current page. So, oh, I guess I could do this. Refresh browser when Steam becomes active. I can do that. Sorry, reset it again, but at least it should be clean now. Yep. All right. Cool. Yeah, OBS, Streamlabs, they change stuff all the time. So, Grammarly has failed you yet again. Fix it. Got it. All right, cool. So, that's good. Refresh. We're good there. Okay. Winnings leaderboard, not displayed, but this is what we want here. And this will be current cell. Although, actually, I think I can change that back to the I. But I score. Didn't you use something else when you started out, or was it someone else? My first stream or two, I was using something else, but then it got discontinued. So I jumped over to Streamlabs, and I've been using Streamlabs except for like the third broadcast, I think. So Fable Games, hey man, how's it going? That was confused me. Both you guys got purple text there. Let's see. Kind of blending in there. How you doing, guys? Good to see you both, man. Then it was you. Yeah. It was funny because I fired up 30 minutes before broadcast, and it just said, yeah, we're discontinued. So unless you're playing a game that we care about, otherwise we're gonna kill it. And it's like, oh crud. So then I had to load Streamlabs and try and get it set up like insanely fast. Yeah, BFS. Yeah, man, doing well here. Finally back to a normal broadcast day, so this is gonna be good. BFFs. Yeah, finally, man. Yeah. Well, there you go. You need to create a bot for Twitch that uses Grammarly, so it can correct your text for you. Okay, so then that should be good. Boom, boom. So then now I can go back to the score. Really? You're not going to give me that one? Oh, because I got it shut down. That's why. Score. Name. Oh, user. No. That's not even close to being correct. Why is it changing on me here? The score. Oh, because I didn't format it. My fault. Forgot about that. No, I did. Right there, man. Oh, I'm doing it twice. Why am I... That would do it. Be right. Was right. We're the best dudes. Nope, I got nothing. No, it's still coming up as user. Okay, now I'm just totally confused. The score. That's not making any sense. Score. Oh, it's because I had it that way. Okay, so the score. So that's what it wants. I think that's what I was doing wrong there. Okay, let's check this out. Best doofus dudes? Best dedicated dudes. There you go. How about that? User, finally. Wow. Username. That was way too much effort. Oh, you jerk. Okay. And I guess I can move this all over. Yeah, that seems more like it. Yeah, you're welcome. There you go. That one's free of charge. Okay. So now at this point I'm using both Kombu's leaderboard service and then Score, which is Unity's built-in one, to try and extract the name. For some reason, Kombu forgot to include a name. I should mention that to him. Hey! Technically not free of charge now. That's funny. Thanks for that, man. Thank you so much. Hey, look at that. Finally. Here we go. So now this is working like it should. Next time it's going to be for a simple 3 times payment of $14.99. But wait. Plus shipping and handling. Don't forget shipping and handling, right? Generated sounds sarcastic considering it's a single bit. Okay. So that's looking pretty good now. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to clean some of this up now. And current cell, I can do away with current cell. Because before I was doing something where I was trying to pull the value from like the middle of the list. So it could be like 20 to 30, 30 to 40, that kind of stuff. But the way this is pulling the values, it automatically is 0 to 10 every time. So what I can do then is get rid of the current cell, because that's kind of redundant at this point. And then switch all these guys to I. Ugh. that. Oh, I don't need, whoops, don't need that. Apparently I achieved 10 average viewers yesterday. Hey, nice, man. Congratulations. That's pretty good, man. That's actually, that's not pretty good. That's very good. At least by my standards. That's fantastic. All right. Yeah. 10 a day, 20 next week, 50. Then you'd be too busy and too important to come back here. Which was your favorite viewer? Careful now. You want to answer that one correctly. Bingo. My bot. 3. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it took a little while there. Yeah, it's still taking like 3 seconds to load page by page, which I'm not crazy about, but I'm going to have to live with, I think. And I may have to do a graphic. I'm going to do one so I can have, like, if you want to jump up more pages or jump to the last. So I'm going to probably add that here in a minute, but... Alright, so then what I need to check is if it's on the last page, then don't go further than that. Just add a load. It's there. It's there. I got to turn it back on. In the beginning, you see it. I'm still just, I don't know why it takes 3 or 4 seconds to load, just 10. See the loading? I could do that right now. Or I could tell it to turn that back on in between. Let's see. Loading text. Let's see. I should consider getting a nickname instead of. If you, well, I don't have the feature yet, but if you connect it to your Google Play account or Game Center, depending on which you're using, then it automatically extracts your first name from that service. So then it'd be like your first name underscore, and then that. You might want to make a few calls all in one go rather than at every page turn. Yeah, but it compounds, because I had it before where I was just loading up 100, and it takes 40 seconds to a minute to load them all. So, and unfortunately, the way this thing pulls the data is it's not like it does it in the background. It just locks everything up. So I'd rather you suffer through, 3 seconds. I know, that's intense. I know. Yeah. I might try and ask the guy over at Combo again to see if there's, I don't think there's anything in my code that's doing that. But yeah, I'm not sure why. It's just what service? All right, so let's see. What was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna set the leaderboard stuff back on. 40 seconds for a JSON response. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something on my end, but I mean, we wouldn't think so because it's running off of AWS. But yeah, I mean, that's something I can follow up. That's not something that's pressing. That's something I follow up and improve on, hopefully later on, if there is some way to improve that. So page up. That's painfully slow. Yep. Oh, crud. All right, what is it? I keep forgetting my own function names here. Come at it this way. I thought it was page up. And it is unselectable. Page up. Page leaderboard up. Ugh. Me and my crappy naming. The problem is, what if you're playing over mobile data on the train? Can't you do a check of the call to see if it's the server or the client who is slow? Well, maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know, because I'm doing it. I did a thing before where I was posting the times when I first made the call, and when it gave the response, and that was, that was the time that you're seeing there. So it's not on my end, like it's having to process it, as far as I know. But I mean, I'm not doing anything to it except using the built-in combo commands to request it. Do it this way, and then we'll set this to true. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta fix that one. Down. Don't need that anymore. I know that works. Good. All right. So now I should have the loading message pop up in between. Go back here. And this first one takes a little longer because it's extracting my ID first. So it's doing one call and then it comes back and does a second call to grab all the pages, all the records around your score. There he goes. So that was pretty fast. And then that one's slow. Let's see. Yeah, and maybe it has nothing to do with combo. Maybe this is something that's just Amazon. I mean, maybe I'm just on a server where AWS is just slamming it. Every request you send makes a push notification happen on the server guy's phone. He has to type in a PIN to unlock his phone. Walk over to the filing cabinet. Yep. And then he has to pull the bird out, right? And, put its beak down on the stone tablet to chisel the results. All right. And that should do nothing. Good. All right. Then what I need to do is check the max range. So this is down. All right. Okay, so we got to figure out which one we're on so I can check the right one. Switch current leaderboard. If we're cache, good. Here, okay. So, and I gotta remember the name again. See, this cache and winning leaderboard max range. If no, that ain't it. This leaderboard page. Is greater than or equal to, although we should never hit greater than. If it's equal to, no, I say if it's less than. If it's less than the range, then we can do this. Yeah. That's the way we'll tackle this. There. So that'll prevent us from getting an error from going too far. Let's test that. I'm just scared that if the server is slow with one call, what will happen if multiple clients send a request? Well, that's a good question, but I don't know because I mean the gameplay itself hasn't had any kind of slowdowns, and also, well, I'm getting away from Amazon anyways. I'm gonna shift over to one of my own local machines here, at least in the beginning. So hopefully that will not be an issue. But I think this is something separate. 50. 27. There. Good. So it's not airing out. It's just ignoring it because we're at the bottom of the records there. And then what I'll do is I'm going to add a set of buttons here. So I have one that's just the go one page up, and I have one that'll go like 5, and then one that'll go to the top of the list. So it's not like you have to trudge through this for forever. If you want to jump to the top of the list, you can. Or maybe it's the Unity build making it slow, and when build it would technically make everything faster. I was thinking about that. Unfortunately I'm in Android mode right now, so I'd have to switch over to PC to do a test build on here, but I guess I could do that. Let me sneak back out. If we come back in and it just reloads everything. You see the guy in the #1 spot? That's me. Oh yeah. Wait for it. The 108,000. Wow. Okay. No, seriously, is that yours? I believe you if you say if that's your score. Okay, I mostly believe you. Okay, let me do this. You know what? Why not? It'll take me a second to switch modes, but switching to PC mode is pretty fast, so I'll do that now. I'll switch modes, and I'll do a quick PC build, and we'll test that right now. And let's find out who got guessed 1 thing. Yeah, that's a good one to have, right? There we go. Nope, nope. Not quite done. Yeah. Alright. Well, this is still a ton faster than when it was on my old traditional hard drive. So, yeah, I'm now... I went from never owning any SSDs to now being crazy about them. I took my 3-year-old laptop and then just yanked the drive out and replaced it with a 500 SSD, and it went from borderline unusable to just being like spanking fast now. So that was awesome. I am totally in love with SSDs now. Okay, so let me save what I got here. There he goes. Yeah, it's like blindingly fast now. And I'm sure part of that was just because part of it is the hard drive speed, but part of it is all the crud that I installed over the years with that kind of thing. So I have a friend of mine that takes his phone. He was saying that he'll periodically just do a total wipe, wipe his phone, factory reset, just to clean it off and then get it to behave again, which isn't a terrible idea. Just for the record, how do you see your account name? Oh, by hitting the little info button here at the top. Right here-ish. Wait for it. There you go. So the little info button right there. Boom. There's your player name and there's your player ID. When you're a guest, obviously that's the same. But if once you connect it to a Google Play or Game Center account, then you would just see your regular name here, and then you'd see your regular name underscore and your ID number. So if someone wants to challenge you specifically, you tell them the player ID so they can find you. There you go. Which I know it's goofy here. When you're playing as a guest, it's just completely redundant. But I was too lazy to have some kind of thing that just unifies it in one display. You never registered an account? Okay, so you're playing it as... Yeah, and I don't have that. That's so here you go. This is my remaining to-do list, right? So right here is... now we got guest 1349. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're playing offline the whole time. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to... This is one of the things I need to add is the ability to create... Once you've created a guest account, I want you to be able to then, after the fact, attach it to a savable Google Play or Game Center account. So that way you'll never lose your data, right? With a guest account, if you wipe the app off and reinstall it, you're going to lose that guest account, right? So if you bought anything, I hate to say it, man, you're going to lose it. So this will allow you to, pair it with your Google Play or Game Center account, and that way, once you log back in, it'll follow you, right? So you'll always be able to keep it up to date and not lose it. But, yeah, still got to tackle that one. All right. So let's do a build here. Say Valley Village. There you go. $13.49. Yep. All right, so this is going to build out, and we'll run this, and we'll see. Now, to be fair, I haven't played a lot, just a couple of times. Yeah. That's fair. Okay. So, let's test this now. 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Okay. 1, 1,000. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Yeah. So there's that long pause initially because, once again, I said it's doing 2 different calls. It's doing the first call where it finds the user ID so it can jump to the right page, and then it has to go back and call a second time to get the records that are around the, that player. But 1, 1,000, 2, and yeah, that's pretty livable. If it's only a couple seconds, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, yeah, 1, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, yeah. So it is definitely a little faster. Yeah. Okay, I can live with that. All right, so then I want to add a couple more buttons here so you can jump through the list faster. 5 at a time, and then just jump to the top and bottom. Can't you just do one call of the user cache it when leaderboards so you don't have to call it every time? I could. But then if I do that, then you're never going to get an updated value, right? So, I mean, if you play, if you look at the leaderboard, right, and then you go play 5 games, and you know that you added a bunch of scores, and you come back to leaderboard, and your value hasn't changed, you're going to lose it, right? You're going to be pissed going, oh, the leaderboard's broken. Look at this. I got the same score, So I need to come back and refresh the list. Or if your friend just said, hey, I just scored a bunch of points, and you want to see where your friend's score is versus your score, and if we come back and it's still the same cached user score, and it's not that bad, just that first time it loads where it gets your value and it gets the other one is like, 4 or 5 seconds, and then when it toggles between pages, that's more like 2 seconds. I think that's pretty, only when opening the leaderboards, it does the call and not on every page navigation. You're talking about, so the first time it comes in, telling it to load all the records at once? If that's what you're saying, then that's what I was talking about before. Originally I had it where I told it to go load 100 items, right? So that gives you plenty of room to scroll. And when I tell it to do that, it literally takes 45 seconds to a minute. So, so it's, you think 2-second wait is bad. When it sits there for 45 seconds, that's when people quit the game and give you 1-star ratings, So, and that's something that I can follow up with the buddy guy at Kombu and check just to see. I did make note of it because I was asking him how to retrieve the number of records in the leaderboard, and I did make a comment, but I sort of tossed it as an afterthought about how long it's taken to load some of those things, and he didn't respond to that, but like I said, I didn't make that a specific point, but I may revisit that. Excuse me. But at least that's working okay. So let's come back. So that covers cache. Yeah, I could give you an example because I think I have the number of wins leaderboard still set to 100. But I won't subject you to that because it will just lock things up for nearly a minute. So I don't need that. I'm going to leave that just for the time being, but I don't think I need that anymore. Okay, so cache up and down. Oh, let me add the buttons. I probably should do that first. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, since I'm going to have multiple buttons now. Oh. He's locked, I think. So I'm going to move over to the side. Oh, he's not locked. So why are you being a jerk and not moving? So I'm going to move it like over here. Like, about like so. And then I'm going to do one above, like that, and then one like that. And I have to change these icons, of course, to something more representative. Actually, I have to generate them because I don't think they exist. Let's see. That's pretty much there. I think the spacing's a little off here. There it goes. 2, 3. I'm going to move them in so there's a little bit of contact just on the edge here. There. Pull that down one. Okay. So then I'm going to have to create new buttons for these guys. I'll come back to that here later on. But let me add the code to this first. Alright, it's just 1. 2 and 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll work. All right. So then this button does 1 page, this one will do 5, and this one will take you to the top, automatically to the top and bottom. So all right, I'm gonna have to fix that. Yep. Okay. I'll come back to that. I don't really need to tell myself that, so I know it's the end of the list, so I'm not going to have that little debug log pop up anymore. Not really necessary. All right. Up. 5 is greater than 5. Leaderboard page minus equals 5. And that should be all I need right there. Up. Say up top. It's greater than 5. Yeah. Because it's doing some. Okay, that's good. If leaderboard is not equal to 1, leaderboard page will be equal to 1. Oh, let me do it this way. Take it back here. Is greater than 5. Uh-oh, challenge time. Let's see, I guess I don't have to. If I'll say I'm gonna do the same thing, it's not equal to 1, then it can at least move a page or more. I'll do this all in one line. Say 1. 10,000. The value. Oops. Minimo. Page minus 5. You know what, I'm going to do it this way. Since I'm going to clamp it, I might as well just do it this way. Because I don't want to set a top value for this guy. There's no reason to trim that when I'm trying to go downward. is less than 1, then page is equal to 1. There. Up. Okay, good. So that corrects all of that. So let's wire those up. And don't worry about correcting the graphic here. I'll worry about correcting the GUI here a little later on. All right, are you still? No, it's good. So now we want up 5. Up 5. And then this one will be up top. There he goes. Sweet. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it lately. In case you guys are curious, I just got on a Rick and Morty kick recently, and there's a little plugin for the little guys down below that allow me to switch to Rick and Morty guys. So if you do this, if you do avatars with exclamation point in the front, there you go. If you want to change your character to any one of the Rick and Morty guys, you can do that. Alright, so this is going to be down 5. Oops. Alright, there's up. Oh, yeah, okay. I can't do down 5 yet because I haven't had. There you go. Some original. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, kudos to the guy that actually created that, the little art set. Does the online service already work? Current Android version? Absolutely it works. Yes, if it doesn't work, let me know. Yeah, what happens now is it looks for an online opponent, and after a certain time, after a certain number of seconds, randomized range, it will default to an AI opponent. But hopefully, once once there's enough players online, you'll be playing human opponents all the time. So that's just sort of like a stopgap measure. So it won't be a situation where you know it's like, oh, I used to play the game, but you know nobody's ever online, you know, and that that becomes kind of the snowballing, self-fulfilling prophecy sort of thing. So by dropping in the AI, that always makes sure that you got someone to play. I'm on a PC. Shall I download it on Android? It's cross-platform. It doesn't matter which. PC can play Android, can play iOS. Now, if you want to make sure that you're playing the person, you can go to the Friends menu and then challenge them directly, right? I don't know if you guys saw that, but just in case you missed it, let me save that. Yep. So yeah, it's completely agnostic in terms of what platform. So if you do online game, and then you come down to challenge a friend, and then you have this, right? So then you just type in add a friend, you know, and just type in like it says you're offline. It'll do that sometimes when it first connects. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why it does that. My best suggestion would be to excuse me, is to like recycle it. And the best way to do that is to just, I hate to say this, but just go to like start a game and then come back to the main menu, and that will recycle it. For some reason, I've never been able to figure that out when you first add somebody. Why it does that. Why it'll show them offline initially. But yeah, it's working. There you go. Cool. I'm ready. Uh-oh. Somewhere there's an epic match happening in the cloud. In a world. In a volley village. Alright, so I need to add code for the going down button. Page up. Alright, let's do page down 5. Oh, that's up top. And I can nuke all this. That's good. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Down 5. All right. Okay, so leaderboard page +5. It's less than the max. Then do it. I got wrecked so badly. Uh-oh. Sounds like a rivalry is born. No villagers? Really? It's a +0? Huh. Yeah, I mean, even when you lose, it should give you a couple. And then miss hardly any shots after. It added 0 villagers. Okay. That's not good. Alright, so that's going to be in game controller. Now retry. So that's interesting. Normally you should get them, of course, but maybe something where if it's on level 1, I'm doing like a -1 on the level, and that might be causing it. It's gonna be in game over. And new villagers. Oh, come on. $25.50. Huh, okay. Do you remember what you guys wagered? Because maybe I broke something in here. And it just slipped through the cracks. I did tweak the values, but I think it should be the same. 25, 150, 25, 100, 500, 2,500, 10,000. Oh, sorry. You know what? Sorry. That is correct. I forgot about this. I set it up because I didn't want to have a situation where somebody just sat there and had 2 machines side by side and did a challenge match, right? So the way you win villagers... Yeah, okay, sorry. It's actually behaving correctly. The way you win villagers is by playing random matches, right? I didn't want to have something where somebody did a harvest technique, right? Where they just had 2 devices sitting side by side and they would just constantly go back and forth, play each other, right? And then start a game and then automatically... kill it off, right? And then just kind of going back and forth just so they could harvest villagers, right? So, you know, I guess I should do something like that that doesn't show +0 villagers. I should hide that if it's a challenge game. Yeah. It says you have 0 gold during the game. During the game. Well, you start off at 0. You know, when you first start a game, yeah, it'll say 0 because you haven't won any back, right? And that shows you how much gold you're winning. So, like right now, I'm playing a 25 coin match, right? So yeah, you see we're both at 0, right? But then when I start hitting stuff, boom, then it starts climbing back up. And this shows you keep track of the fact that, okay, I know that I wagered 25. At the bottom there was a 0 at the versus screen. Let me quit out of this. So you're saying on this right here. Oh, that value. Interesting. Okay. Crud. No, that's cool. It could be something to do with a direct challenge. That value is not getting transferred in. So let me try that. Yep. Nope, you don't need to send me a screenshot. I understand exactly what you're saying. So I'm going to try and replicate that and see if that's something that maybe I've fixed in the process or if that's something that I just missed. So I can try that real quick. Bring up documents right here. This is what blade testing is for. And better now than when it's out the door, right? Okay. So yeah, I'll do a challenge here. Live feedback reports. There you go, man. Nothing better than live game testing. So online game challenge friend is 1336. Add. And he's available. All right. And I'll say challenge. Accept. 50. Why did he error out? You know, I got no errors. Why did it freeze? I think because I went away from it. All right, let me try this again. Uh-oh. That's a sinister laugh. Was it another spanking? Hijack the challenge. Oh, was that you? Oh. That's sneaky. Guess challenge. Okay. Got it that time. Accept. There. So I see 15 coins down below. So it may be a situation where, yeah, where it's something that I already did fix, and that's probably pretty likely because I just did it twice, and both times it displayed it correctly. And I just quit this one, so it should air out here in just a second. Take one shot while I still got the time. Oh, there it goes. Opponent quit. So, yeah, I'm sorry it shows 0. I'd be curious to see if it puts the coins back in. So if it's just a graphic display, well, it doesn't matter because it's going to get, on the next update, you'll see that it's not working anymore. It's not a problem anymore. Is there a way to see how many friends are online on the front page, or would that be too many calls to the server? No, it's just, yeah, you can totally do that by online. Oh, you want to see how many without having to click on each one to see which ones are online? If that's the case, then yeah, unfortunately, I would have to do a call for each one of these to get that. When I do a request, unfortunately, I think it just provides, well, I mean, actually, I think I do have that information. I could do something where it shows like a check mark, like a green check mark at the side, and that would indicate that they're actually online. So instead of having to click through all of them to see who's available, I could have a little check mark displayed that says, you know, they're there. How about that? So that way you could just scrub through the list and you'd see, if you see a check mark, in theory, unless their status has changed in that time frame, you'll be able to see. Does that sound like a cool, that'd be nice? Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on the list here. Yeah, I think that's a fine idea. So that way it's, and this kind of becomes redundant, I guess. Well, I still want to leave that there because if you click on it, their status may have changed. And I don't want you to be scratching your head going, what, it broke? So, show a friends list. they're online. A very quick check to see who's available. Got it. I keep losing on mobile. I just got 2, maybe 3 buildings during a smoke. I think there's a bit of a learning curve. It's funny because I've seen people, I've at this point, tons of people played the game, and I always get a chuckle out of people that going, I can't dial it in. I don't have a sense of this. And then just something clicks, and then they just start wiping the board. And it's kind of like, okay, now you got it? Yeah, okay, I've got this. So I think there is a bit of an initial curve. All right, good. So I'm going to consider that not an issue. So I'm going to come back to this guy. Leaderboard down 5. How did I do that before for... Okay, that's what I did. Oh wait, that's not what I did. Okay. If he's not, there it is. +5 is not. If our current page is not equal to the max range, then we can go nuts. So then we say leaderboard page +5. Actually, this one I can use the clip match. Clip. I said clip. I meant clamp. 1. Oh. Leaderboard page +5. Minimum of 1. Maximum of whatever our max range is. Perfect. That'll do it. Gonna test out if computer version is faster. If it's a frame rate issue, let me show you this. On some Android devices, because I'm using this kind of fancy water, sometimes it gets a little slower than it should. So if you feel like the game is kind of lagging a bit, check this out. Go into here under options and then change the quality to performance. Right? And if you come back here, now you can see the water doesn't have that transparency anymore. Right? Oh, if you're faster. All right, then you're going to go into the special secret hidden menu that says player skill set, and then you ramp it up. No, there's no such thing. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't help with a player ability slider. Doesn't exist. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's there. It's in a secret, super hidden menu. Leaderboard is equal to... Why does it not like that? Pretend it's not there. Float to an int. Oh, is this guy float? Yeah, now it's happy. Up, down, left, right. I am as spis popped. What are we talking about, guys? Fletcher Gang. Yeah, we're talking about the secret, super secret menus that allow you to cheat like crazy. Welcome, Fletcher King. Good to see you, man. Hey, hey. So, oh yeah, look at this. Wow, this is so special. You see, it is 13 minutes past the hour, and I'm still here, right? I feel like that guy from, War Games. We're still here! We're still here! So, yeah. Finally, finished the freelance work. So I'm not doing the 1 hour broadcast. I'm actually going today for a change. It's so weird. Yeah, it's like, wait, he's still broadcasting? Doesn't he know his lunchtime is over? Yes, I do. All right. That's page down. Wait, why is that going up? That should be going down. Diablo and mobile. We're still here. It's a miracle. We're still here. Time zones are weird. Yeah. Well, at this point, it's past lunch for me. It's 2 o'clock. But excuse me, because I've been doing my broadcasts at 1. You know, when I do the freelance job, I didn't want to like shift it. You know, since everyone's used to the 1 o'clock time, so I just sort of shifted my lunch break from 1 to 2. But it's done. I think. Let's see. No, still no message from the bat phone, so I think we're done. Yeah, the last thing I was working on yesterday was the final episode of the season, so it's not like they can surprise me with more episodes and go, oh, we forgot about this. So, West Coast. Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas. I'm here coming to you from Sin City, which even though we are 300 miles from the coast, we're still considered Pacific Standard Time. Yes. I think, actually, they did that. And I'm not being funny. I think this is true. I think Las Vegas is on Pacific Time just so they could keep the California people happy. When they come to visit, they don't have to, like, do a time change. So, Viva Las Vegas. And it's so true. I mean, it's a running gag, but when you drive on the road, you know, you end up, especially on the weekends, you end up surrounded by more California license plates than you do Nevada license plates. But, yeah, so we are the city that caters to LA, which is ironic because LA pays insane amount of taxes. I was in LA for 12 years before I fled to Las Vegas, but so people in California pay all those California taxes, and then they come out to Las Vegas and gamble money away, paying for my taxes out here. So, you know, one of my favorite things is to go into casinos and just walk up to strangers and tap them on the shoulder, and I just say, hey, dude, I just want to say thank you so much for paying my taxes, and then just kind of walk away. They get a strange look on their face when I do that. I don't think I'd want to go to the Vegas Strip. I used to work at a gambling company. Okay. Yeah. It's not a place to live if you like to gamble. You know, when I was young, you know, I thought blackjack was kind of fun. But when I started earning decent money on an hourly basis, I realized that it was just kind of a waste of time, you know. So I don't gamble anymore. My wife and I, we go to the shows and that kind of stuff, you know. But we live not on the Strip. I live about 7 miles south of the Strip in this nice little suburb area. So I literally never gambled, which is odd. That is true. That's yeah, that is very unusual that you haven't done it at all. But yeah, that's probably good. You know, to quote William Holden from Solog 17, I only bet when I like the odds. That is my life mantra right there. Absolutely love that saying with passion. I only bet when I like the odds. All right, so that's 5 down 5, and now we gotta go 5 down bottom. Time to learn to count cards. Down bottom. I met a guy last night who came to our local IGDA meeting, who helps run a esports tournament company, and he said that he was, and I meant to ask him about this, I didn't get a chance to, but he said that he was a blackjack dealer for like a decade. And man, I don't know if you ever watched those guys, but being a card dealer to me just seems like the most exhausting job in the world, you know, because these people in front of you, they're putting up all this cash, right? And they're watching everything. So it's just, and it's the same game over and over, right? But you can never make mistakes, you know? You can never mess up. And your math always has to be perfect, and it has to be fast, right? So it's like this kind of weird dichotomy of, you know, you have to be always attentive, but also, you know, you can't help but get bored because it's so repetitious, you know? He used to do that. What are the odds of that? No, not a local though. This is a gentleman that I think he's living in California. He's also an umpire and a ref for baseball and basketball games. So he was out here in Las Vegas just as to ref some games, and he was kind enough to come and talk to our group, you know. But and he listed this giant list of all the stuff he's done over the years, and that jumped out at me when he just said blackjack dealer. And then in his talk, he mentioned that he did it. First, I was like, oh, he did it for like a year or two and just kind of went, whatever. But he did it for a decade. Man, that's insane. That's just, I mean, I can't imagine there's an old movie called Croupier with Clive Owen, and he would talk about how when he would finish a shift that you have like this buzz, right, where you just, you know, your body's just kind of like, you know, shaking a bit. Yeah, if you slip up, you could get in a lot of trouble. Exactly. You know, they miss nothing, right? You know, if the cameras don't get you, the guys in front of you, right, will definitely get you. You know, and of course, anyone that sits on that side of the table thinks that you're cheating anyways, right? You know, so to me, that's just, you know, I mean, like when I'm doing my animation stuff, you know, if I screw something up totally, which I do from time to time, the worst I get is, hey, you just, you know, you used the wrong camera, you forgot to set this setting or that kind of thing. It's like, oh crap, let me fix that. You have another username? Oh, because you went to a different device, right? You went from mobile to PC? Yeah, see now, well, that's not going to help on the PC. I was going to say if you had a Google Play connection. Excuse me. I might add that in the future. I might add a connection to that so your account will carry over from all devices, but not yet. 1351. Oh, let me intercept that myself. Oh, too late. All right. So then if it's not, then we say leaderboard page is equal to max range. Just like that. Good. All right. Yep. Definitely need to adjust those buttons, but you know, actually I think I want to drag them all down. Set them up a little bit. Maybe cheat them in like that, or should I leave them off? I think I'll leave them touching. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so he's down one page. He's gonna go down 5. It's up. Down 5. All right, where's my? Uh-oh. You went. Oh, okay. Let me convert to int. A perfect game. 25 victory coins. Interesting. Okay. Well, then it's... Oh. I need another bracket, don't I? There. You happy now? Alright. Try this again. Alright. Now we're good. So let's hide him again. And let's see if this is working correctly. Rematch. I must have played a lot of Angry Birds in my sleep or something. Alright, so we start on the page where you're ranked. And there we are. So I'm at position 24 right now. If we hit that, we should go straight up to the top. 3. If we hit that one, should we go all the way straight to the bottom? That's not the bottom. Huh. That's weird. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. That's why, because I didn't actually update that button. My fault. That's right, I had to make that code change first, didn't I? Yeah, so that's just one page down. So let me correct that. And say down, bottom. There it goes. Sweet. Okay, I think this is going to work. All right, so I have to apply all the stuff I've done. This is just for the total winnings, right? How many coins you've won. I need to apply this also to the wins, so it works on both. But that shouldn't take too much effort. So if I hit that, we'll come straight up to the top. All right, and then do this, come down to the bottom. There you go. Hey, that's pretty peppy. So close. Nice. All right, so that goes down 5 pages. Yeah. You scare me with that forced pause. Is that me or Merlin? Cool. All right, that's all working. That looks good. All right, so I need to update the buttons, of course. I'll get to that here in a minute. Merle got the power up where I had to wait. Oh. Yeah, the snooze bar, the one where it's the stop sign where he puts all you guys to sleep. Yeah, Hawk, who comes by here every now and then, he had a suggestion, and it's not in your version, but the version that I'm going to, updated version I'm going to release, I missed about 10 shots that time. I'm going to adjust the bouncing on that. So right now, anytime you hit any power-up is 15 seconds, but that's going to change. The green arrow is going to go up to 20 seconds, the cloud bank is going to stay at 15, and the sleep power-up is going to drop to 10 seconds. Excuse me, Hawk actually made the comment that he thought that it was overpowered, and after giving a little thought, I decided he was totally right on that. So, which is going to be weird because I'm going to do an update, and hopefully everyone updates, because I don't have a good system in place right now to check for alternate versions. So that could get a little funky. But, yeah. I'm not going to worry about that. That should be okay. Okay. So, at this point, we're going to mark the show winnings as pretty much good to go. Alright, so show cash. That's good. That's all good. So I'm going to clear all this crap out because we're good now, and I don't need all this. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is just knock all this stuff out and replace it with the wins and just substitute. Yeah. All right. And then change that to most victories. Change that to show most cash. And then that changes to wins. And then everything else should pretty much be the same, except for this one, I'm going to call this from that table. That changes. That's all the same. Player rank, leaderboard, that's all the same. And then, of course, we need to change this. Good. Load wins leaderboard. So let's come down here. Knock all this out. Substitute it with the new version. Alright. Okay, so now I gotta do this differently. Wins leaderboard. Yeah, total wins leaderboard. Alright, we're going to change this over to use Combo's built-in leaderboard. Yeah, get rid of that. Total wins, okay. Oops. Total wins leaderboard. Page, that's correct. Refresh. Wins. Leaderboard. Okay, good. That's all correct. I'll leave that, but I think I can delete all that stuff. I'm going to leave it just for reference for the time being, but I think that's going to get purged out here pretty soon. And then, now we got to do refresh. Once again, I'm going to leave all this junk just as reference while I switch over borrowing the code. Okay, debug, I don't need that. Do I even use last element? I do not. I need to get rid of him. Refresh wins. Okay. Score is equal to this guy. Yeah, value in the rank. Let's see. Do I have that transform? Do I do that? I do. 8. New board. New grid. It's okay with that. Leaderboard, loading text. Good. No, actually, I don't think I have to. Oh no, I do. Do that differently. So I'll just borrow this. Wins. Oh. That's good. Okay. That might be all I need. Oh. Oops. I still got others. No, I still got a bunch to do. Sorry. I take that back. That's the first of 3. I forgot. I got 3 sets of buttons now. Wins. Yeah. Oh. Tolerance. Alright. Did I correct that up here? Oh no, that's just 1. Okay, good. And last but not least, the down 5. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, that is correct. Okay. Oh. Total wins leaderboard. Total wins, that's correct. Alright. I think that is all I need, I think. Alright, let's see what we got here. Down the bottom. Back to the top. And then this one should go green, should pop up here in the middle. Yeah. There's my score. Alright, so let's try switching to wins. Why did it not show? That's not right. Okay. What went wrong there? Alright, show wins. Yes, that's table 4. Let's see, load scores. Oh, there it is. Forgot to change that from 1 to 4. So it was just pulling the same coin winnings. That should fix it. Alright, let's go straight to it. Come on, baby. There it is. Boom. So I got 22 victories. Come up to the top. Let's see who the top guy is. Oh, that is the top. That's interesting. It didn't go to the... Huh. Okay. Seven. All right, there's a bottom of the list. Okay. But did notice the fact that these guys seem to be pulling up the wrong values. Looks like it switches. Yeah, see it's switching. That's wrong. See if that switches it back. Yeah. And that's just not working out. Okay, so we're close, but not quite perfect. Down 5. Yeah, there it is. Load. Wins. That's the mistake there. How did I forget about that one? That was just a total brain fart. Total wins. Text. That should fix everything. Alright, I think that's going to be it for it. Be right back. Time to get number 1 on the leaderboard on PC. Then I'll work towards number 2 on the Android. At least brain farts don't smell. Yeah, I got the door closed. I might refute that argument. Below the Stone. Check it out, buddy. Hey. Oh, look at that. Below the Stone shows up and brings some cheer. Look at that. Thank you, buddy. All right, just in celebration of Below the Stone being here, let's just do a bombing salute here. There you go. Everyone flies. Welcome, Below the Stone. How's it going, buddy? Yeah. Hey, look at this, man. I'm actually broadcasting more than my 1 hour. This is so awesome, man. I'm finally back to my regular schedule. This is too cool. A raid? Oh, bomb raid. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. There you go. There's a couple more for you. 1 entire hour. Yes. No. I'm doing 104% hours. Yeah, I think the freelance work is finally behind me. So I'm hopefully back to my usual go until I start falling over. But how's it going with you, man? Welcome, Blowstone. Yeah, I can finally start watching other people too. I've been so wrapped up in that animation stuff that it's just been crazy. Haven't been able to join in and watch everyone else. Explosions for no reasons. Wow, it really is Rick and Morty themed. No, there's reasons. Look, I got all these bombs dropping right on your head. There you go. Yeah, that's way too amusing. Oh, look at that. Everyone's in the corner. I gotta fix that. There you go, guys. Fly, be free. Yes, I finished 104% of the schedule. Absolutely, completely. Alright, switch this over. And hit that. It should take it straight to the bottom with a bunch of zeros. Interesting. No, I guess everyone has at least one. Okay. Let me double check that. Not that I'm doubting it, but I am doubting it. Oops. Words. Total wins. Yeah. There you go. That is correct values. Good. Okay. I'm sorry I doubted it. I should never doubt Kombu. Good. Okay, in that case, guess what, guys? I think that's one more item off the list. I'm going to change the buttons here in just a second, but the code is done. Let me hit this just to check. Yeah. All right. And then let me just try and break it here for a second. Wonder why you would doubt your values. 104%. Why would you ever question? Yeah, looking good, looking good. Still not crazy about the lag time on the loadings there, but that's something I can contact Combo about and see if there's anything I'm missing. Or if it's a server issue or what, I'm not sure. But, excuse me, at least on the code side, we are looking golden. So bump that out. Guess what, guys? That means this guy goes to done. Woohoo! All the way down here. Alright, so we got that. Actually, I might bump this one up. Based off of your suggestion, adding a check mark. So when you come over to the old friends list here, go online. If it shows a little check mark right here on the side to show if there is a quick check to see if they're online or not. Looks good. Did you do this UI recently? No. If you're talking about the graphics, oh yeah, the leaderboard is it's been around for forever. I just haven't touched it just because I know it's been broken for a while. But if you're talking about the UI, it's been here a while. But if you're talking about if you're talking about the graphics, that's been around since the dawn of time. But not my creation. That was a store bought, so to speak. I really like it. It's actually been a nice little setup. I think thematically it works well with the game. But leaderboard being available, yeah, it's in the current build that's out there. It displays, but it just loads terribly right now because it loads like 100 lines and it just chews for like 45 seconds. So I just been meaning to get around to it and fix it. So right now, it still takes a couple seconds to load each page, but it just loads 10 at a time. So I'm much happier with that. So, and that gives you guys something to check out. So that's good. All right, now I want to fix this. I'm going to add a little graphic stuff to this thing. So let's go. Let's see, where would it live? Go under images, temp for Atlas. Top cash winners 1. That's me. That was actually, I don't think that was cash winners. I think that was the number of actual wins. Check that here. Yeah, so it's the top cash winners. I think there might be a 0 on that one. Let's see. Yeah, guess 1333 just never bothered to play. Ever. But then we come over here to most victories. And we head down to the bottom. And there's quite a few people that have won. There you go. Most of this is probably me just in test mode. Just doing, throwing up. And then I was doing tests with creating accounts. So I will attribute most of these probably to me. I prefer to think it's me doing testing and less about people just trying it out and kind of going, yeah, I'm over this. You're in top 10. All right, give me one sec here. All right. Okay, so let's do a graphic fix now. What do you say? Let me find... Let's see. I think it's going to be under this guy. Yeah. All right, so I'm looking for this. Here we go. That's the one we want. So let's go into the folder. And Oh, no, no, no. Copy, paste. Double. Copy, paste again. End. There we go. Okay. Right click. And let's go open with. Really? There's no open with? Alright, you suck. Okay. We'll just drag and drop the old school way. So I just want to add a little tweak to this so you can clearly see, like, I'll do like a double line, you know, double arrow for going 5, and then I'll do like an arrow with the line just to show that it takes you to the end. Double. Okay. Like so. Make a copy so when I screw up, I can come back to it real quick. And let's see. You know, actually, I could. Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea. I think what I'll do is let me come back into here. Green button. I think I have one that's just plain empty, isn't it? Nope. Oh, I do like the square button. Forgot about those. Excuse me. There it is. So it's 16. Buttons. Let's come down to 16 green. There's red, green. There he is. Drag him up here. Copy. Paste. Good. So then I could just take this guy. Just magic wand him. Oops. Alright, maybe that's not as clean as I want it, so just do it this way. Copy. Alright. Cut that out. Paste. Alright, I probably have to push that to the edge. Like that. Yeah. Alright, and then this guy, come back over here and clean some of the stuff up. Like so. Oh shoot. Excuse me, took a little too much off there on the edge. So let's undo some of that. It looks nice. Thanks. Well, I mean, not mine. These are buttons I actually bought as well, so I can't take credit for it, but thank you. So I don't have an artist, you know, like you to make all my art for me. I mean, I do I do most of my art, but excuse me, GUI buttons for some reason, that's sort of like my Achilles heel. You know, there's like artists that have a hard time drawing hands. For me, just trying to do good GUI buttons, it's just always a bit of a struggle for me. So I tend to avoid it as much as possible. Hey, Selechi, hey! Welcome, welcome. Hadn't seen you in a while. How's it going? Hey, Lucien, Lucien? Hey, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Hey, look at this. So I'm finally doing like a normal broadcast again. And you guys are all coming back to say hello. That is too cool. Thank you so much for visiting. Yes. I feel like like Shawshank Redemption, I felt like I like busted out of the prison here. You know? I'm still here, you know? Sorry, I meant to rave, but jumped off stream. No worries. Hey, no, just thanks for bringing yourself. Good to see you. Hey. You know what? I'm just going to clean this up. I'm not going to worry about... Excuse me. Sorry. Alright, you know what? I do want to center those, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just clean up. Do that overlay on top. Yeah. Creator Club, Sledge told me to come here. Nice! Thank you so much for doing it, though. Kept missing you. My sleep schedule has been super messed up, and I've been sleeping through the entire time the day is up here. Well, I've been for, what has it now been? A couple of weeks? You guys can tell me. I think it's been a couple of weeks. I've been doing that freelance work, and I've only been able to do the broadcast for like an hour during the lunchtime. You have to start your stream again. Hey, Creator Crate is now following. Thank you, Creator Crate. Wow. Shows up and does a follow right off the bat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now you have to start your stream again just to... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like you just go away, right? Build up your fantastic numbers and then come back in. There you go. Yeah. No, just happy to see you. 13 viewers. Hey, that's still fantastic in my book. Oops. I didn't mean to... Really? Okay. It undid that. Whoa. What were you working on? Hey, I'll show you here in just a second. So, let me go PNG, save this bad boy. Double. There he goes. 13 is high class among the game dev community. That is true. I mean, if you look at the category, I think it normally is, the entire category is like 1,000 to 1,300, and you know that endlessly running Cosmos series, with Carl Sagan, I think that alone takes up like 100 of them, right? I mean, that's like 10% that just goes to Carl Sagan. Creator Crate, to show you what's going on here. So my game is called Volley Village, and it is a game that I am dangerously close to getting out the door here. So imagine Angry Birds and Battleship mixed together. It either offers local play or online multiplayer, and the objective is you're trying to take out your opponent's buildings on their island. The bouncing buildings power the force field, so if you knock out all the buildings, oh, and I missed, the force field goes down, and you take out the catapult, and it's game over. Randomly, these power-ups will pop up, and whoever shoots it, oh, and I missed. Guys, I'm off today. There we go. So for 15 seconds now, I get to fire faster. My villagers are going double speed right now. So now I'm able to almost like rapid fire, right? For another 10 seconds. This is cool. I'm just going nuts here. Doing some serious damage. There he goes. And you can see the AI sent out some villagers to repair buildings. You can do that, but when you do that, that means you got fewer guys left on your catapult to reload it, so it takes longer. This is a fun one. Check this out. I put him to sleep. It's another snoozing for 15 seconds. I'd complain, but I can't stay mad at Carl Sagan. I know. How do you... I know. Billions and billions. Boom. There he goes. So you can mess with them, too. You can reset their work. Oops. If I can hit it dead on. There it goes. And then when you're ready, you can finish them off. Just like that. I love the Cosmos series. Yep. It's a cute art style. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. So, and then the idea is these secondary items, the corn, the hay, and the sheep, they come into play where when you play online match, right, the more stuff you destroy, the more coins you win. So that motivates the person that's winning to not finish off the opponent too fast. And that gives the person that's losing hopefully enough time to maybe sneak back into the match and win. So what I did just there was kind of a bad way to play if you're playing an online match. I can show you a quick version of that. So you can do an online match, and then it's online cross-platform. It's clever. Thanks. Well, that came out of testing because, you know, this game is now over 3 years old in development, right? Well, okay, year and a half stretched over 3 years, right? And when I would take it out for testing, that was the first thing I noticed, is that somebody would fall behind, right? They'd look at their opponent, right? And they have like most of their buildings, and then they look at theirs and they're down to like one building, and they just kind of throw their hands up and go, I can't catch up. Never mind. You know, that was fun, but whatever, right? So I had to come up with some kind of trick to motivate people to want to stick around. So I'll do this, and if there's no one online, that'll default to a AI opponent, right? So now, at this point, I'm going to be a lot more aggressive about taking out the secondary items. Because if you only take out the buildings, so we're playing a match for 25 coins, right? But if I only take out the buildings, then I only get my 25 coins back. In other words, I only break even. So there's no reason to play a game if you're not going to try and win all the coins, right? Bimley, yes. My buddy Below the Stone is definitely partial to the dwarf character, Bimley. And so you start off with just like regular warrior character, but you can upgrade to different characters. And it's just a cosmetic thing. It really doesn't change performance much at all. It's much more of just a cosmetic sort of thing. All right, like that, there. So now at this point, I just start going after these secondary items. Right, because I want to win more coins. Because right now, you can see up there, I'm not... Oh, but he's actually playing really well, too. So I got to be careful. So, you understand... So now he actually got back in the match. Oh, that was close. I almost lost. So, you notice that Bimley gets lifted up by the crank. You notice that for the first time. Yeah. So, yeah, every character has a different kind of reaction, right? Yeah, and for him, of course, yeah, he lifts up. Here, actually, I'll go into a close view so you can see it better. Because when they're really small like that, sometimes it's hard to see them. Here you go. Let me come out of 2D. Switch. Yeah, and the wizard doesn't touch it at all. The wizard, you know, he just uses his wand to do it for him, right? So the wizard's, of course, just a little lazy, you know. Ogre's just going to town. And then, like you said, the dwarf, because he's so short, his feet actually come off the ground a little bit. There you go. You know. So the female and the male warrior, they're just kind of chugging away. They're just doing their bit. Although she actually, if you look really close, I did this little bit where she pushes down and then flips her hands up and lifts up. So she's kind of the smartest one, I think. Because the... Oh, I don't have it on here, but the male warrior guy. Let's see if I have a male warrior on this side. Nope, it's just the match. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Sir Juan does the wand trick too. Yeah. And he doesn't take any damage. You know, if you hit if you hit him directly, he just like twirls his wand up in the air and shakes it off and then goes right back to whatever he's doing. He's a bit of a tough guy. But yeah, that's a good eye. You notice that. So I wanted every character to have unique animations. Kind of motivates everyone to get the different characters. And as I keep saying, if once a game is out, if the game gets any traction, if the game starts generating me any revenue, then the first thing I'm going to do is start creating entirely different island themes that you guys can upgrade to, right? Once again, it will not change performance. It will not really affect the gameplay at all. It'll just be a cosmetic thing. But it'll be fun to customize it. If you, I mean, like, you know, ditch the medieval one and have one like an island full of ninjas, you know, future, one with aliens, you know, maybe one with like cavemen, all kinds of different fun things like that. So that's the objective. If the game finds an audience, and that's the big if. Volley Village Planetary update. I like that. Yep. All right. So he's good. So that takes care of the green double. But I am going to save this as the PSD back in here, just so if I want to tweak it. Excuse me. I still have the layers separated. So let's go images, GUI, double. Good. That takes care of him. All right, one down, one to go. Green. Oh, it's up here, 8. Green end. Oops, that's meta. That's the wrong thing. End. There he goes. Aliens fighting each other on 2 moons. like that. That is something I'm thinking about, though, also coming back and revisiting, is the idea of doing a single-player kind of campaign. You know, that would allow me a lot more room, because when I have the online two-player thing, I have to make sure that it's apples to apples, right? So I'm locked into everyone has to have the exact same island. You know, we can put the buildings, customize that. I forgot to show that, by the way. You can customize the buildings, but you're still limited to putting the buildings only on the island specifically, right? So if you're going to customize, edit layout. So yeah, I mean, you could do the buildings wherever you want, but you're still kind of limited to it has to be like that. Hey, Merlin Wizard is hosting me. Awesome, man. Thank you, man. With your one viewers, your mighty one viewers. Thanks, man. Campaign would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, the irony is the fact that I myself am a big single player kind of gamer. And I'm here making a game that's, at least at a starting gate, is going to be multiplayer only, which there is some total irony there. But yeah, if time permits, and more importantly, if money permits, if the game starts making some money, then I would love to reinvest, because as I said, that with a single player, that would free me up to have things like islands, ships and things floating by, right? That would make it a lot more interesting. And I know people are going to turn around and say, make that in the multiplayer, but I don't want to do that, because then you start changing the gameplay entirely, and the balance would just go right out the window, I think. You're welcome. I noticed I didn't auto-host you, so I'm going to add you to my list. Awesome. Thank you, Merlin. Yeah, I got to do that too, man. I've been so neglectful on doing the hosting stuff. I keep forgetting to do that. I will do the same as well, man. I will return the favor. Thank you, Merlin. Thank you. All right. So let's head back over to Photoshop. And by the way, I don't know if you notice, I think I mentioned this before, but let's see, about Photoshop. Yeah. Oops. Oh, it's just there, isn't it? I can't move it around. So I'm using CS6. I think I mentioned this before, but for whatever reason, Amazon just arbitrarily tossed me an email a couple of years ago and said that, yeah, if you would like to buy Photoshop, you can buy it for it was like $125 or something crazy. And at first I thought it was a scam. I mean, I spent like 5 minutes tracking the email to make sure it was like a legitimate kind of thing. And then I was like, yeah, I immediately did it. And then shortly thereafter, they went to the subscription service. So I jumped on board right before, and yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Your game looks really fun. How close are you to release? Great question. This is my to-do list. So I have to add the check marks that was just requested on the friends user list. I need to make it so you can connect. You create a guest account, and I want to make it so you can register it with Google Play or Game Center, so that way you'll never lose anything that you ever purchase. And then I need to add the privacy policy, all the technical stuff, so I don't get sued by Europe or anything. And then an obfuscation plugin, so that way it'll mix my code up, so anyone that tries to hack the game will have a little more of a challenge. But that's it. This is my remaining to-do list. You can download the pre-release. Oh, thank you. Dude, where's my brain? Let me, yeah, it's on the page there, but let me go ahead and bring that up here just so I can show you that. Plugging links. Here we go. Move this over. Let's see. That looks pretty close. Yes. Here you go. There. So, sorry for GDPR for us Europeans. That's all right, Blow the Stone. Yeah, man, thanks for coming and hanging out, man. I do appreciate you coming around. It's good to see you again, and I will return the favor. I'm going to be jumping on everyone else's stream and messing with them as well. So thanks for coming by, buddy, and I'll be seeing you soon. I tried hacking your code, but it's so much it was overwhelming a little with your close to 10,000 lines. Right. But there is a plugin, and that's, if time permits today, I am going to do this. I may have to do this. Oh, but just check this out. So we were talking about, it's Creator Cube is asking about, yeah. So Create, you're asking about the to-do list. So I showed you that, but check this out. So let me come down here. Let me show you. This is the actual done stuff here. I like showing this off just because this is 3 years worth of features and bugs fixes. So here we go. This is what I've been doing. When someone asks, why isn't your game done yet? I just want to pull this list out and say, this is why. You know, all that junk. Yep. And just down to these last couple items. So I'm completely excited. I know. It's been for forever. It's been a total learning experience, too. This is my first online multiplayer game. It's my 6th game, but it's my first online multiplayer. And yeah, I'm out. I'm not going to do this again for a while. Oh yeah, so I was going to show you the obfuscation. Yeah, Obfuscator Pro. So yeah, so this, it takes your code, right? If you can see it here, right? So there's your normal code, and it just completely butchers it up, right? So I mean, you can still reverse engineer it, right, and still figure out what's what, but it's a heck of a challenge. So I'm gonna apply that to make it a lot more challenging for people that want to try and get in there. Just another question: did you make your own website? I did. Yeah, so if it sucks, it's my fault. I do use a little WYSIWYG program for that. And what is it, Xara, I think? Yeah, Xara Web Designer Premium. I found it like on one of those super sales for like $35 or something like that. It's such a great feeling getting things checked off that list. Good job staying organized. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm so excited now because, you know, when you're in the middle of it and that list just seems to grow instead of shrinking, excuse me, I mean, you just get so bummed. But, you know, when you start getting close to the edge, you know, the list starts shrinking down. You know, it's definitely a big boost. So, yeah, it's called Xara Web Designer Program, and I really like it. You know, it's nice because you have the mobile and you get to see this is the full version. Excuse me. And then so it's easy to tell what it looks like on desktop as well as for mobile. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So, yeah, and my website's not flashy. It's one of those things I want to revisit and improve it, but just for the time I devoted to it, I think it came off okay. Well, it's not too bad for someone who uses a WYSIWYG software. Thank you. I think that's the definition of a backhanded compliment, and I'll take it. Thanks. All right. So we're going to finish this up. Do the same thing I did before. Oh, you know what? I could just get sneaky here. Open recent. Double. I hear there's some good web devs about. Yeah, but are they willing to work for exposure? Don't you love that? I don't have any cash, but, you know, I can get you some great exposure. You mean like, you know, when you take off your spacesuit when you're in space? All right. So, that's good. Okay. Yeah, exposure. Yeah, I've been offered that quite a few times in my lifetime. I love the Twitter account for exposure. Oh no, that's gotta be pretty good. Is that good comedy in there? Okay, so I think what I'll do is just borrow some of this. Just go copy like so. You know what? No, actually I think I'll borrow this one. Got to research that. Let's see. This is a terrible economy and wild vampires, like usual. I'm doxing you. Thanks. And it's going on the deep web. Bye. Oh God. Oh man. So we get just a ton of exposure stories. I love it. I would like to give you recognition for your work, perhaps in the form of a shout out instead of paying you at your request. As a result, You will get more attention for your business and therefore a larger income. This proposal would be more than fair. Are you interested? I have 35,000 on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, man. That's good comedy. Lies. Like that. Like that. There we go. Oh shoot, it's gonna be totally covering that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. I was hoping to avoid that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Do that. Go image. Vertical? Oh! Nope. There we go. Oh, crud. That's gonna... Ugh. There's also clients from hell, a bad web clients, and not always right for bad retail customers. Oh, nice. I'm not a cynical person who enjoys this kind of thing at all. No, I didn't get a sense of that. I totally didn't get a sense of that. But that is funny. All right, how should I tackle this? Exposure equals I'm broke. But I'm willing to give you fake money for this thing. You put so much work in it. Yeah. How do I want to fix that? You know what? I guess I could just do it this way. Nuke that one. And then come back to this guy. And borrow this one and just dissolve between the two. Yep, I think it's gonna be the fastest way. I think that's about right. I like your Twitter resource. All right. I had it and then it moved on me. There he goes. Let's put this on top. There we go. Go like this. And then select modify feather. What do you say, about 20? Ooh, too much. I tried to do freelance work for a friend of my brother-in-law. I was new to web dev, so I said, I'll do a mock-up for free, and let's see how you like it. He liked it, but said, I thought you said you'll make it all for free. Oh. Yeah, I think that's the worst thing about it, too, is as soon as you do something for free, right, then I think they have no qualms with saying that, well, you already did this. Why don't you just finish up what else I need? It's like, no. No good deed, right? Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished. Alright. I think that'll work. Yeah. Alright. But I do want to stretch him down. Like so. And then I'll take him, stretch him down. Like this. There you go. Okay, let me just clean up this one little edge here that's bugging me. Oh, shoot. There we go. Oh, okay. I think I want to bring this up a little bit more. That's deceptive. It's actually higher, but when I pull out, it almost looks like it's lower. I think I'm getting nitpicky there. I think that'll read. clean this off just a little bit more here. Like so. There. Yep, I think that'll read fine. And let me take all these guys. Move them over to the center about like that. I need to head off to bed. It's been great hassling you. Table Games, thanks for coming out. Thank you so much. Hope you can make it back. I'm back to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, my usual 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time schedule. But, yeah. Merlin, same for you. Hey, thank you both. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good to see you all again. Happy I could actually get a proper streaming this time, you know, at least in terms of duration. So nice to be back with you guys. Nice to make it not this abbreviated 1 hour rush job. So thanks guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys when you come around again, or if I'm just crashing your streams instead. It's not suspicious at all we're going to bed at the same time. I was gonna let it slide, but you know, hey, as long as we're mentioning the elephant in the room. But hey, have fun. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out so much. Good night to you too, and enjoy the rest of the stream. Rest of the chat. Enjoy the stream. Yes. Thanks, Merlin. Good to see you again, buddy. Yep. Hopefully see you again soon. So let me save this. Listen, say that. Leave it as a PSD. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me do this. I'll do it this way. I'll do the PNG first, since I'm already in this directory, so I don't screw up and put it in the wrong place. There he is. Green end. Save. Good. Alright, now we can toss him into my directory here, so he's completely archived as a PSD. GUI. Excuse me. Okay, good. So let's come back into Unity and let's get those guys added. Double and end. Good. Go back into NGUI. So anyone that's curious, I'm using NGUI instead of UGUI for all my UI stuff. Just been using it for years, and I'm just really comfortable with it. So you open Atlas Maker. Make sure I'm doing the right one. Yep. Add. And done. Cool. Alright. So let's come back into our leaderboard. Alright, and switch these out. So now we should have that one, and he's totally the wrong direction, but we can fix that. Ooh. Alright. Oh, maybe I did as a scale trick. No? Huh, did I have it right and left? That's stupid. Oh, I guess I did. I forgot about that. I didn't think I had it doubled. Okay, I guess I have to do 2 sets. It shouldn't be a big deal. So if we take these guys... Come on. Really? It's not going to let me grab the top there? There you go. Okay. Go to those guys, and then we'll duplicate it. Turn that off, and then we'll flip him. Transform horizontal. There he goes. Maybe scoot him over just a little bit. Alright, now we're going to go all the way back. Documents. Assets. Images. Yeah, just leave it in here. Reversed. Alright, so that's that one. Then we gotta do the same for him. Throw these in a folder real quick. Duplicate. Transform horizontal. There. Alright, need to clean up the edge just a little bit since that's looking a little contrasty there. And this one. Oh, shoot. Let me increase the sensitivity here. So try and do all this at once. That wasn't much better. And now I'm getting some of the other that I don't want to. Come on. Alright. Let me go manual. Alright, that's that side. There he goes. Alright. Much better. Alright, save the PSD. Let's go PNG, insert, switch this back. Documents. Guess I could drop them into that folder. Yeah. I think it's fine. So images, temp for Atlas. Atlas maker. Okay, we'll add these guys. And we're good. Alright. So, this guy. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Oops. Done. There we go. So that one advances at 1 page, that advances 5 pages, and that takes you to the top. That'll take you to the bottom. And with that, I think we're done with the leaderboard stuff altogether. Hit Control S. All right, let's take a look. 5. That would probably take us to the bottom. Oh, or it does nothing. Uh-oh. And we got an error. Total wins. Huh. Burn cash. Oh, I updated that and I shouldn't have. Total winnings. Winnings leaderboard. My mistake. I got a little nuts when I was updating the cache adjustment, but that should fix that. Bring it out a full screen just so I can see the log, just in case. Alright. Probably take us to the top. It does. There we go. Alright. Test the victories. It should bring us right to there. Good. And there it is. We're good. Alright, at that point, I think we can mark leaderboard totally done. So that's awesome. Alright. I'm going to do a quick restroom break, I think. But hang tight. Just a second, I'll be right back. And I think I'm going to go ahead and address the show checkmark as was suggested earlier. So I think I'll try and tackle that next. But hang tight, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, and I'm back. And I'm checking to make sure the microphone's bouncing this time, since I had that little hiccup at the start of this broadcast. That was kind of embarrassing. I went, what, like 6 minutes without realizing that the mic was turned on but was not actually working. Alright, but we're all good now. Okay, so what I want to look at now was a suggestion that came up earlier in this stream, was having a little check mark pop up. I think this is actually a really good idea, by the way. Excuse me. So when you go to an online game, you can choose if you want to play against a friend. And right now, if you want to see if they're online, you have to go to each one and manually select, right? But because I get that data on the fly, there's no reason why I can't have it just kind of show it automatically here. So you just see a check mark pop up next to it. So that's a pretty good idea. All right, so at least I think so. Let me double check that. Let's find out. All right, true confession. I have not touched the friends menu in a long time, so I have to I don't know about you guys, but you know, when you're like a year away from your code and you come back, do you need a minute to like refresh yourself? I do. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so that's actually I think I'm in a separate program, don't I? Friends menu. I do? Cool. Okay. Send message update ID. That's good. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So I guess what I should look at is the friend list right from the start here. Alrighties, I gotta head out. So glad I caught a stream for the first time in a while. Sledgy, thank you so much. And I promise I'll be returning the favor. Now that I'm done with the freelance stuff, I can watch some streams of my own. I look forward to seeing everyone doing their own thing. Yes, I will see you soon. Thanks, Sledgy. Good to see you again. Or thanks for hanging out, rather. All right. I'll see you soon. Take care. Okay. So, let's come out of this way. Friends page. Yep. That's what we want. Turn that on. Hide these guys for a minute. There we go. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm loading the lines as prefabs on the fly. If that's the case. Yeah, friend list selection. I am. All right, so then in that case, I need to modify this guy. All right. What's the best way to approach this? Sprite. Let's see. I guess just... How do you signify... I guess just a check mark should be fine, right? Just to signify if he's off online or offline. Yeah. Just drop it on the side here. All right. Do I want to hide that? Excuse me. Wow. Let's see. Do I want to hide that inside? I guess so. Yeah. Just tuck it like right in there. Friend online. Apply that and get it out of there. Okay. Turn all that stuff back on. All right, so really? I don't do an instantiate here? Boy, sure thing seems like I would. No. All right. So what do I? All right. That's all that stuff. So where am I instantiating this bad boy? No. Okay, it has to be in here. Friends list. Oh, is it friend selection? Nope, that's not it. Oh man. Alright. Like I said, it's been a year since I touched this part of my code here with the friends menu. Oops. Online game. Alright, so friend scroll view. Wow, I have to shrink that. Oh, you know what? I could put this over the side, I think. Whoa. I might have to expand that list. Yeah. Say 620. Why not? Okay, that'll work. And then this guy. That'll let you know if he's online or not. Right, so he's at 282. Center him out. Oops. Apply. And get rid of him. Okay. Oh, I forgot to... Whoops. I forgot to do this, didn't I? Scroll view. I forgot to change that out. Expand the size, didn't I? Did I say 620? I think. Yeah. All right. Let me do that right now. Cool. Alright, so they're showing it, but now we have to set up if that's actually true or not. Because if we look at this, it's going to probably say both or no. Right. Okay. I gotta remind myself how this actually gets loaded up. So we turn this off. There's the grid. It's got to be in here. Parent? No. Oh, come on. Seriously? Sure seems like it'd have to be in the friends menu. Alright. Have to refresh my memory the hard way. Let me just go to the button. When in doubt, challenge friend menu. Friend menu, initialize. Show friends list. Alright. Man, I'm all over the place on this, aren't I? Alright, here we go. Destroy all those. Add child. Oh, that's why. Because I'm looking for instantiate, but I'm using ngui. And it's add child, not that. Ugh. Okay, so... I think all I have to do is this. If we say... really? I can't check online? State? Okay, so I can do state, present state of the user. So in theory, I should be able to tell if he's online or not. Equals user Is it state? No. Alright. So I haven't used this before, obviously, in Kombu. So let me look this one up. Alright. So we're going to look for manage contacts. Load friends. Moving. Okay, that's... Well, that doesn't give me too much info, does it? That's not going to help. Okay. Toss that back over. Thanks, but no thanks. So it is user state. Got a definition. Online. Okay. That's interesting, but it wouldn't show it in the IntelliSense. It wasn't popping up. Alright, so how am I... Okay, you know what? Forget about this. Let me come out a different direction. Online check. Okay, so... No, it is. Oh, crud. No, I think it does request... I have to do a check on each one of those, so I hate to say it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to add it or not. Because it may be a situation where it displays the list, and each one of those is going to require a call to check that player. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that sucks. So yeah, unfortunately, that's not really a viable choice, because it's going to request, it's just going to require every line for each friend that's loaded to show it. So, nope. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to back away from that choice. Crap. I don't know, maybe I can contact the combo guy and see if there's some other cleaner way to do that, but I don't think there is. I think it's a situation where each one of these lines, if let's say I had like 100 friends listed, right? Each one of those, it would have to do a call each line one at a time to check to see if they're actually online or not. And that would just crush it. I mean, because if I hit this, you can see it's pretty fast. You know, but there's still a little bit of a lag where it's waiting for it. So that's not really much of a choice. So I hate to say it, but I gotta like skip that one. That was gonna be cool too. Yep. Okay. Apply and delete. Yeah, crud. That was a great suggestion. I really did like it, but I just don't think I can implement it. Not in a peppy manner. Since I got to do check on each one at a time. I'll double check to make sure there's not a value there that I was just missing, but I don't think there is. Let's see. I can check state, but that's still not, because what I use is online, because I'm not taking advantage of the state feature of Kombu. So that's going to give a false positive. It'll say he's online, but he may be in a match. So, or maybe I can't. I don't know. Maybe I could just do it and see how wrong it is. I could try it. Alright, so then how do I do a user state check? Not local user. Okay. So I see user state all over the place, but I don't know how to actually access it. No. So it's state equals... Well, maybe I could just do it as 0. Because I know that's the value. If it's online, I know that online equals 0, so maybe I could just do it that way. Kind of bastardizing it, but... Alright, in that case, I need to undo what I just did. And put it back on there. Again. Oops. Alright, throw it over here. Shrink it down. Like that. Toss it. That should be okay. Okay. Do that. And we're good. Oh, let me change the name to Friend Online. Save the prefab, and then get it out of there. Okay. So we say if he's not equal to 1, then get component and children. I don't want component, I want get child. By name? I get components. No, I don't want to get component though. I did this before, but I did a while back and I don't remember offhand. I mean, I can do it by ID. I thought it was get child, not component. Oh, transform find. No, transform get child. Oh. Oh, okay. That's what I was missing. Get child. Oh, but it wants by index? I can't do it by name? Alright, I guess I'll do it by find. I want to just test this, so what I'll do is I'll do a game object. That's good enough. Okay. And it doesn't like that yet. Alright. Well, it doesn't like it anyways. Cannot implicitly convert, transform. Oh. Game object. Yeah. Been depreciated, use fine instead. Alright. Yeah. Okay, it's happy. So I'm remarking this out because I want to just test it real quick. So I want to just see if it goes in and just turns off all the buttons first. False. Hey. Alright, let's see what that does for us. Online game, friend. Hey, it worked. Look at that. Alright, let me double check, make sure I'm not smoking anything. Oops. Yeah. Alright, did I have that over further? Or did I just have him shrunk down? Alright, I'll shrink that down to 477. Okay. 477. That's good. Good. Okay. So let's get that code active now. And I'll fire up a second iteration so it actually has something to say yes, he is online. So 1336 is now online. And it didn't do it. All that effort and it still shows it as no. Look at that. So this one it shows it correctly, but I'm doing a individual ping, right? I'm doing a check on each one of it, and I really want to avoid doing that for all the friends it loads. Because, I mean, if you happen to have, you know, a couple hundred friends in that list, and each one of those, it has to go through and do a check 200 times to the server, that's just going to bog it down. So I don't know, unless it's like the online, I don't know, it sure seems like it should be on and available. All right. So it's 1336. Yeah, I mean, the user's online. Or unless it just doesn't like my code where I'm doing this check, but I don't know how to properly check it. Since there's no context to this state. Oh, no, I'm just turning it off now. Oh, I'm not even checking, am I? No, right here. The state's not... okay. All right, let's just do this then. All right, let's see what value we get. Why not? Boom. All right. Clear that out. Say online game, challenge friend, offline and playing. Really? But he's not playing a game. Okay, well, I guess if we can... Oh, crud. Let me check those values again. Engine social. Oh, it's under. Oh, it's under that one. Huh. Okay. So if it's either online or playing, it shows as playing, but obviously he's in the main menu, but it just has a weird way of displaying it. So I guess we'll just try and say if it's 0 or 4. I mean, this is a hack thing, and it may blow up. It may not. It's not. This may not do it. It may end up with false positives, but hopefully this will give you an idea. Oops. If he's not equal to that one, he's not equal to that one. Canadian Sean, hey, welcome, man. How's it going? Good to see you again. Wait, you're happy with it that time, but not the second time? That makes no sense. It's not equal to 4. User state and int. Hey, man, good to see you too, man. Welcome back. Finally off work with time to spare. Isn't it great? Yes. That was a bit of a stretch, but yeah, I finished up this morning. I finished my last shot last night, and I had a couple notes to address this morning, and they're all happy. And the network that I'm doing the show for, which I will tell you later, apparently is very happy with the work. So you always love to hear that, you know. It's one thing when your supervisor says, yeah, your work doesn't suck, but when the network comes back and says, yeah, we're digging it, that's always a fun thing. And maybe increases the chances of getting to do it next season again. If there is a next season, I don't know. Depends on how many people watch it. But, yeah. I'll tell you guys about it very soon. Nice. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, it ended up being like, I think I ended up working on like 40, 50 shots for the whole season. But, yep. Soon. It will be out in the wild, and I'll tell you all about it. All right. So first I want to figure out, what if I do this? Int. There it goes. Now he's happy. I'll do the same on this one, just to play safe. Okay. Alright, so I still don't think this will give me a necessarily correct value, but at least I can try and get it close. Excuse me. I'm sure people get upset if the two values are inconsistent, but reminds me of my own job and how I have no time to work on my own stuff anymore. Yeah, it is. I mean, I feel like I'm playing hooky now. I mean, this is funny because I've had what, like a couple of weeks worth of that just 1 hour brief 1 hour break. So yeah, I do. I feel like I'm just like, you know, totally free. But I mean, what was it? I ended up working like 16 days straight, you know, on the freelance job. But happy to have the work. It's gonna help. Hey, it did work. Okay, good. That check mark came up. Click on that. It says yes. No. Good. Okay, you know what? I may just live with that. That's pretty cool right there. Yeah. Alright, I'll consider that good until someone tells me otherwise. Awesome. Alright, so now I can tuck this away since he served his purpose. Oh, just out of curiosity, let's see. It should come up and that check mark should not be there now. You see online game, friends, and it's still there. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, man. He said he's playing. Now he says he's online, which he's not. Prepping for a big website release in about 2 months. I think you remember my game store and library website. Oh yeah, I do, man. That's cool. So you whip it into shape? What's the latest? Give me some details. Managed to crank out this super short sneak peek. Oh, sweet. Can I show it? Or is it supposed to be private? If you don't want me showing it, I'll throw it up here for all the 4 people here to see. Okay. Here we go. Let's check it out. Oh, nice, man. Oh, sweet. So it automatically loads up the video and plays it above. Wow, man, that looks beautiful. That looks fantastic. One more time. Yeah, that's super clean. That looks great. You got all the features for your search. That was my latest feature, automatically generated video previews. That's pretty, man. And I love the fact that it has like the little soft edge on it too. Like that. I mean, I assume that's not the video. I'm guessing that's probably you adding that little gradient fade out on the edge. Yeah. That looks beautiful, man. Great work. Very cool. Very pretty. Yeah, gradient fade. I like that, man. That's so cool. It does it on the fly too. I mean, just it really helps sort of like, you know, nicely blend the video into the rest of the page. Yeah, that's great, man. That's fantastic. So how do you actually put that together? I mean, are you just doing like hard HTML5 like coding or something, or are you using a program for that, or is it just all you just wailing away? I mean, for my web pages, they're just I was showing it earlier. I use a cruddy little WYSIWYG Xara program that throws it together for me. So for me, it's mainly just, you know, creating boxes, scaling it up, putting text on top of it, you know, connecting the buttons, and just done. React JavaScript and the client for the client, and Node.js for the server. Wow, dude, that's total hardcore stuff. Hats off to you, man. It looks beautiful. Congrats on that. And you say you got another 2 months to go? It looks done to me. Or you got a bunch of other features to put into it? Because, I mean, it looks really polished to me. You're excited. Understandably so. I know you've been working on it quite a while. Yeah. But, yeah, it's looking fantastic. All right. I hate to say this, so I'm going to have to take this out. Crap. Because it's getting false values. Oh, man. I was excited about that. I thought it was actually coming together. But it lied to me. Alright. Just turn it off. I'll delude myself the idea that I can turn it back on and make it work somehow in the future, but not now. Okay. Yeah, more features, more pricing from other stores than Steam, like Android, iOS, Microsoft Store, etc. Google Play Store, rather, I should say. Yeah. Cool, man. That's awesome. So wait, so are you just sort of like a clearinghouse, a conduit to connect all the stores, and just sort of like doing it as a sort of like a retailer or a reseller? Is that the objective there? I'm guessing. I mean, that stuff is way beyond me for sure. All right, I'm gonna just do the obfuscation plugin. I'm 4:15. Okay, maybe I could start. I don't know if I want to go down that path. I could start doing the connect a guest account kind of stuff, but yeah, kind of like an aggregator. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. Aggregator of games, data across all platforms, consoles, phones, handhelds, and pricing info. One neat site. I love it. So, for the record, I don't know if you may know this, but I mean, Metacritic is sort of like the go-to site, right? But I don't know if you remember this, but this would have been like back in 2004, 2005. Metacritic started off as just being a site for video games, right? It was all they did was they would list the new games that were coming out, and they would have just an aggregate of the score. And back then, it was more or less just showing the reviews, right? And the scores on the reviews. That was before they introduced the Metacritic scoring, But it's fascinating that it started off as just for video games, and now it's exploded into everything, and it's that giant juggernaut of a website. But I mean, that's cool. So you can start off with something like this and have it potentially grow. Yeah, it was funny because I would like, that was my go-to, because I mean, 2004 was definitely more of an earlier time in terms of internet, and it was harder to find what new games are coming out, and back then, of course, that predates everything in terms of iOS and Android and all that kind of stuff, right? So it was all about PC back then. So you're constantly in PC and in console, I guess PC and console. So yeah, you're constantly looking to see what the new releases were for, what would that have been, like PS2 back then, Xbox, and then PC, of course, so it'd be fun just to see what new things were coming, but yeah, just start off small and just blossomed, but yeah, best of luck, man. I hope that does gangbusters for you. I mean, it's looking beautiful already, and I don't know, you can, I'm sure you've done the homework on this. I don't know of another site that does an aggregate type service to display that. I mean, you have the obvious, you have the Steams and and now Epic and all the other ones that are doing like PC listings, but to have across the board all grouped together, I think is a fantastic idea. I don't know, you can tell me if others have done that in the past, but yeah, I love it, man. That's cool. And very slick. Excuse me. So, and the videos. I'm guessing, so the videos, you're pulling them off of someone else's website and just sort of like streaming it on the fly. It's not like something that you have to build your own database, right? You just sort of like connect a link to it, and it just grabs it from wherever. I mean, if so, that's even just more insane. Either way, it's actually pretty cool. All right, I'm stalling because I don't know what I want to do now. I mean, my to-do list is literally down to 3 items. Being able to connect a guest account to an established Google Play account or Game Center, that's not going to be a quick thing. So, I don't know if I want to start that now because I'm already over 3 hours in. I want to create a feature so I can make it all compliant with GDPR, so you can request to have your account pulled off. Although I don't really store any information. I don't keep anything in terms of passwords, emails, anything like that. That's, but if you want to be removed from the database, I want to have a feature that you can request to be removed from the database. Pull from the YouTube gameplay trailer, slice down to 30 seconds, then cache, save to my server's disk. Oh, sweet. Okay. Gotcha. Wow. That's got to be a ton of work, though, isn't it? Grabbing all those guys and fixing them up like that? But then that's what you'll have the interns for, right? Interns, here. Here's all the links, all the YouTube videos. Go grab them, shave them down, drop them into my server. That's pretty slick, though. Yeah. And then, again, yeah, go do that. Wait, no. Go wash my car, go fetch me lunch, and then do the video. No, do the videos first. Then the lunch, then my car. I've been an intern. I've never had interns before. Let's see. All right, let me look at my options menu here because I'm going to put it in here. All right, credits is good. Yeah. I guess I can squeeze this down and put privacy in here. I guess I'll start this. But I may wind down here pretty soon. I'm out of practice, man. I haven't done a broadcast this long in quite a while. Alright, let me push all this stuff down. See if I can make enough room. Wait, where are you hanging? Come on. Yeah, it's still a little tight. Up with that one. That might work. Finally got my first couple paychecks. Turns out it's fun not to be broke anymore. Yes. Having money does not suck. I concur with a vengeance. Alright, I think that'd be fine. I'll just make this one privacy. And then I make the whole privacy thing a submenu. Yep. And I had cap locks going there. Alright, and then I'm going to have to make a whole new menu for privacy. So where I can show the ability to delete your account. A link to my privacy policy. As well as the GDPR compliance. Let me see. Let me check this again. So, of course I'm using Unity, but Unity has this nice little, let's see, plugin which just shows the basic information, shows all that crud. Alright, did I add that? I guess I haven't added that yet. I guess I should do that now. That's what I was looking for. Okay, I hit download. Oh, there it goes. Really? There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna come back and figure out where this lives. Data privacy button? I don't want that. Drop it in and see what it does. But what do you think is going to show up? No. That's nice. Thank you, privacy button. You're so helpful. Wow. There's like nothing there. Can't even select it. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, you can tell I don't use UGUI at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. Dun. All I want to know is what you do. Ugh. Read me. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that I don't need anymore. That's good. Okay. So. Done. Data privacy initialize. Is that all I need? Let's see. Nope. Doesn't even like it. Alright, I'm hating this already. Typical Unity fashion, their plugins, they can't make it simple. And all they have is a readme that doesn't tell me anything. Hello. Let's see. Okay. Not customizable, breaks the flow, not integrated browser, which might be discouraging. That's not exactly a ringing endorsement. Okay, has two main parts. Checks the player's current data privacy preferences. Data privacy. You must manually initialize the plugin. Start the analytics. That automatically registers a click handler to fetch. CS exists in your project's assets directory. Data privacy, CS. Yeah. Provide a link. Either add the provided or use the fetch URL API to fetch and present it. Okay. Nope, doesn't like any of it. All right, so let's wow, okay. Fetch privacy URL. Oh, okay. So it wants a whole thing, but you know, I love this. Look at this example code that it doesn't give here. That's really helpful, guys. I mean, this is the definition of drag and drop. Okay. Let's see. And crap, I can remember how to do this. Check on combo. Yeah. Even their success is a string rather than a bool. Wait, why is it not even like string now? All right, see if I can find an example somewhere. No, apparently no one's using it. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, is there any other information there? No. see. Debug URL is equal to now it's happy. Okay. So we're doing all this just to get a URL. Oh, no, it's not happy. Oh. Because I'm trying to sneak these functions into my start there. That would do it. Alright, just toss them there temporarily. So did it do anything? Output preferences successfully received, applied and saved. So there's the URL. Okay, so that did work. Alright, so then how do you open a... Oh god, how do I open a web page? I've forgotten. Not like I haven't done it before, but I just don't remember offhand. Is it just www or what? I don't remember. Open URL. Okay. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh, there it goes. Excuse me. Cool. Alright, that'll work. So then I can implement that when I need to. Let's see. Alright, we're in the main menu. We'll toss it down here. Request Unity privacy policy. Excuse me, sorry. Alright. And I grab these guys. There we go, done. Alright. Got that set up. And I will add that later. So, yeah, 4:38. I think I might be winding down here. But some great headway. My first day back on a full-length broadcast schedule, which is nice to be doing again. So, privacy policy, and then there's Unities. Alright. So then come up with options, and it'll be privacy. And right now it's showing credits, but I'm bringing up a separate menu for privacy. Just overlays. And then it'll give you the option of checking out my privacy policy. It'll give the option to go into Unity and turn off all that stuff if you want to. What was the other? Then the ability to actually delete your account. If you want to do it, I'll give you the opportunity. But if you do it, it's gone. Alright. I mean, but once again, I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to bother, because I literally am pulling no information from the user. I'm not really pulling anything that's relevant. But, you know, in this day and age, I think it's better just to make it all happy so they don't come after you. Might compress this down a little bit more. Yeah. All right, do this one little tweak, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Crank that like so. Compress this down a little bit more. Bump it up a little bit. There. That's it. That is it. That is it. All right. So come back to my list here. So be able to finish that in no time flat. And then I add the obfuscation plugin. And then the last sizable thing is being able to connect a guest account to either Google Play or Game Center. That allows you to take a guest account and make sure that you don't lose anything, right? Not only your winnings, but also anything if you purchase coins or you have all the characters if you unlocked, right? On a guest account, if you wipe it and reinstall it, you lose all that stuff. But I'll add that, and that's pretty much it. Then I'm going to kick this puppy out, let you guys play with it, and start working on the gameplay trailer. And then I'll be done. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I think that is it. So, yeah, what is that? Over 3.5 hours. Not bad. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's nice to be back. And, I mean, by back, I mean like doing a proper, not rushed lunchtime schedule. But that's going to be it for today. I'll be back Wednesday. I got to do my obligatory... It's there on the page, but let me go ahead and toss it up there for you guys, just in case you're missing it. So, what do we got? The big thing is Discord. I'm definitely on Discord 24 hours a day, practically. So, there is Discord. Please join me on there. Join my server. Hit me up with any questions, anything you want to talk about. I'm right there. If you want to check out my games, my other ones, just come out to my webpage. There is Scary Robot. If you want to check out some of the older videos, you know, that Twitch likes to bump them after a while, they all move over to my YouTube channel, so you can check out their earlier ones. And finally, if you want to play the game, you want to give it a try, there is the beta versions for iOS, Android, and for PC. Download them, give them a try, give me some feedback. Well, bear in mind that this version is kind of old. So there's a bunch of fixes that I've put in there since that version. But this one I'm going to be uploading really soon. I'm talking like within days. I'm going to have what might be the finished product out for you guys to just rip apart. And let me know what's working and what's not. But that's going to be it. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching the stream. Come back Wednesday. I will be back at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time doing the regular broadcast again. Until then. You guys take care of yourselves, all right? Adios.